Women and girls over the age of 12 have been banned by a London mosque from taking part in a charity fun run. The event, held in an East London park, allows men, boys and little girls under the age of 12 to join in, but forbids female teenagers and women from taking part. Mosque leaders insist their policy does not breach the Equality Act, but campaigners have branded it plainly unlawful and regressively sexist. Joining me now is human rights activist Lily Moo, who I have to say just looks so glamorous. I feel like a bag of washing. I have to be honest here, Lily.
Never say that.
Thank you so much for coming in. Lily, this is my local area, so this is obviously very important to me, but this is not just happening in East London. So tell us more about this story. Little girls, 12-year-old girls and above, and women are stopped from taking part in a fun run. Why?
Yes, I think this is a systemic oppression of women in the UK that is becoming normalized by the Islamist movement that's also taking place in the UK. We have to remember that in Islamic countries like Iran, where the Islamic Republic is ruling, women are not allowed to take part in public sports. So even if we do see Iranian women, female sportswomen in the Olympics taking part, if, for example, they don't follow the ruling of the Sharia law that is in place, they are facing severe consequences, even as far as execution in Iran. So we have our athletes now defecting into other countries. So that's another story. Another thing is that why is it that girls from the age of 12 and women are banned from taking part in this charity run? If the Muslim community in the UK is so confident in their inclusion of women in society, in all parts of active and open society of the UK, why is it that their men cannot stand running next to their women in the streets of London? Another thing is, if physical activity for women is so badly forbidden, why is it that the Islamist women that I saw yesterday in central London taking part in a public prayer in the streets of London, where this very practice is banned in Islam? Women are not to be seen during a prayer. That's actually sin. The prayer namaz is considered as not accepted because the woman has been seen by men who are not her family members, and therefore it's a arousing act, and therefore her causing a man for sinning is cancelling out her praying. Why was it okay and encouraged for Muslim women in central London yesterday to take part in prayers which move, the body movement is very much yoga-like? Let me explain. In the Muslim prayer, a woman stands up right, and then she bends forward at a 90-degree angle to kneel in the direction of the Kaaba, and then she must stand upright again, and then kneel again, and then put her hands to her knees and bend downwards all the way to the ground and kiss the ground. That movement is considered, as you say, not very conservative to be seen by men who are not family members of the women who are taking part in that prayer. If that is okay for furthering the agenda of the Islamist movement that's taking place in London, why is it not okay to have the Muslim women run next to their men?
We're living in a time of what feels like pretty significant social change, and it makes us question things that we've even taken for granted for decades. And one of those at the moment that people are wondering about is actually money. Is the money in your bank account safe? Should you be investing elsewhere? Are we looking at a potential global crash? What will it mean for your savings? Is there a way that you could be using your money that might be outside of government control even? Well, TallyMoney is potentially one solution. So I'm delighted to say that I'm joined today by the CEO and founder of TallyMoney, Cameron Parry. What is TallyMoney?
Well, at TallyMoney, you basically get gold you can spend. So we give people an individual account in their name, everyday account. They get a sort code, an account number. They use that account just like they would pounds from their bank, but it's milligrams of gold that we brand as Tally.
Okay. Why would you do that, though? What is the benefit to the customer instead of just having a normal pound sterling account?
Gold's performance against the pound is above 11% per annum over the last 25 years on average. but we still need money in our daily lives. And we have savings. We know that it's good common sense and prudent to save up for things, not just live in credit. You know, whether it's a holiday or a rainy day, your retirement planning, you need to have money in your life, basically, that you can rely on, that's dependable, that nobody meddles with, that nobody can weaponise against you, which is another element of government control when it's the government currency, which we could talk about another time. And it should be pretty simple and straightforward. And that's what we deliver at Tally. And really, we just want people to feel safe and happy with their money. There was a time when the bigger your bank balance, the more confident you felt. Now it's like, I need to do something with it. I can't leave it there. In Tally, you can.
Okay, brilliant. Cameron Parry from TallyMoney, thank you so much.
Thank you, Bev.
That's all I want to say.
It's making a point, isn't it? Making a point about the religion, that it's I don't know, Sharia law, is that what they want? Do they want it to be recognised more in London? I mean, the Americans think we already have it. I mean, we don't, but do you think it's going that way?
We have more than 100 Sharia councils in London alone. I mean, every neighbourhood is opening up to having Sharia representatives in their local councils or local neighborhoods and local housing authorities and everything that is around a normal civilians and citizens' life. So also another thing I wanted to talk about is it's not very British to ask women not to take part in sports. Well, this is meant to be a British Muslim council that's supporting and backing all of the mosques in the UK, and this is a Muslim British charity. Why are they not behaving in the most British manner? And
it also receives funds from British taxpayers as well.
Yes, and also there's another thing I wanted to ask is why is it that the Sharia identity and Sharia law becoming so seen as a progressive thing, while all that it embodies is oppression of women and men? If men want to agree that women shouldn't partake in society, they're also oppressed.
OK, no, actually, fair point. Are you worried about the direction of travel here? Do you think that the rights of women, not just in the Muslim community, but in general, are being turned back here?
Absolutely. If women cannot take part, if Muslim women who are incredibly intelligent cannot take part in British society, they cannot meet other women who are not Muslim and who are also fantastic, and they are innovative. I mean, in the countries around the Persian Gulf and the Arab countries who are part of the Abrahamic Accords, they're all progressive Arab countries where they're encouraging women to take part in society and higher education and everything that comes into creating a strong and fruitful society. In Mecca itself, the capital of Islam, there were open concerts with women taking part, dancing on stages shaped and designed looking like the Kaaba. And that caused a lot of controversy in Islamic community around the world. But here in the UK, to have women, young girls and women told they are not allowed to go, and it's not even that they are encouraged not to go, they are banned from going. So what message does that send to the Muslim women in this country? That their body does not belong to them. Their body is part of the ideology. And unless this body is being used for the furthering of the ideology of Islam, just like we saw yesterday in the streets of London by Muslim women taking part in public prayer, which is completely banned in Islam, they are not allowed to be part of the society. And that's appalling and it's awful. Iranian people, Iranian women are living under a gender apartheid. In Afghanistan, women are only allowed to see life through one eye. Rooms are not allowed to have windows where women exist. Is that the future we want to have in the West?
Is that the way you think it might go?
I think I have faith in. It's not that I think. I truly do have faith in the British public. I do believe around the UK, women and men are waking up to the reality that complacence is a very dangerous thing. And Britain has lasted centuries, millennia after millennia, and it's a proud nation, it's a proud country, and I hope that just like so many foreigners who, just like myself and so many others who have come here with love for this country and to cherish this nation, the British nation also shows that they do the same. The flags are something to be proud of, and we really we all should take part in
Lily, thank
our
you.
act for saving this country.
Thank you so much for coming in. Very eloquently argued. I can't even say the word now. Thank you very much. That's a human rights activist, Lily Moo. Obviously, let us know what you think. Now, we did go to the mosque to ask for the reasoning behind what they've done, and a spokesperson said the suggestion that our event breaches the Equality Act is entirely incorrect. Single-gender sporting events are lawful and common across the UK, including the Women's Run Series, Nike Women's 10K and gender-segregated swimming sessions at Orthodox Jewish facilities like the Manchester Jewish Community Centre. The Muslim charity run operates under the same legal framework as these established events. I'll let you make up your own mind.